Game Fanatic.
Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan Game, and I bet y'all didn't think y'all was gonna hear that intro for a long time. But yeah, man, I am back with another commentary. And this is me playing Call of Duty on the most hated map, Piccadilly. And I don't understand why people hate this map, because I do so good on it. But shout out to everyone who looked at the HDR test video, even though it wasn't a commentary. That was me trying out the HDR because NVIDIA released some patches for Shadow Play, which allows you to record in HDR. And I had to try it out because this was something that was long awaited. Like, we were waiting for this for a while. We were hitting NVIDIA up like, yo, why can't we record in HDR? Like, what's going on? They finally allowed it. I was so happy. I was like, I have to get this quickly when I heard that announcement. So I wanted to try it out. The problem, though, was my monitor couldn't see it. I could see it on my cell phone, but I could not see it on this monitor. And I found out why. It's because this monitor it can't see the HLG color profile. And that's the way I rendered it. That's how I rendered the HDR. So my monitor couldn't see it, and some of you guys may have had TVs and stuff that couldn't see it. And if you have a cell phone that supports HDR on YouTube, you can see it. But if your monitor does not support HLG, unfortunately, you weren't going to see the quality. So I apologize for that. Now this video here, this is HDR too. I'm going to render this in the proper quality, which I think is PQ profile. And everybody should be able to see that. I'm guessing since most TVs and stuff see that, most monitors do. That he blew my butt up. I was trying not to curse. I almost said a curse word. But anyway, speaking on HDR, it made me think about a commentary. So I was thinking, like, what's going to be the next technical advancements for gaming, man? Like, we've had HDR 4 years ago. That became a thing. Now, HDR was already in movies, but they decided to bring it to games. Now, if you're not familiar with HDR, I'll explain what it is. So HDR stands for High Dynamic Range. Has to do with a higher color range. Now, people think it's only color, but it isn't just color. It also has to do with brightness and luminance. So what that means is, like, what it does is if a scene is supposed to be dark, it makes it look black. Like the dark parts are supposed to be dark. But if there's brightness, like highlights and things like that, so normally if you go past like a light pole or some type of light or something like that, it's going to be bright. It's going to be extremely bright, like it would be if you were seeing it in real life. So it makes things look way more natural. So that's what HDR does. So anything that's a bright light or anything, or the sun or anything like that, it's going to be brightened, like extremely brightened. Sometimes it can almost like make you squint your eyes on certain monitors. In order to get HDR or true HDR, you have to have 1,000 nits of brightness on your screen. So this monitor I'm using here has 1,000 nits. My OLED only has 800 nits, but it is an OLED, and it's kind of factored different for OLEDs because they have the darkest panel you can get for contrast. So 800 is actually extremely high for OLED. So if it was compared to a regular TV, it would probably be over 1,000 nits. So it's pretty good. But that's what you want for HDR. And recently we've gotten RTX, which is ray tracing, which is also a very nice graphical technology that we've gotten from NVIDIA, and AMD is coming up with it next. And I like ray tracing. I don't have any monitor. I don't have a graphics card that can push it. I'm still using very old hardware. I'm waiting to see what AMD comes out with Big Navi, because I know from the past, if Big Navi or AMD comes out with some type of card that can compete with what NVIDIA put out, NVIDIA will drop some type of Super or TI card in a matter of months to say, take that, hold my ray tracing, AMD. And I don't want to go out because I was going to jump the gun and buy that 3090 for $1,500, but I'm like, nah, you know what? Let's hold off. Plus, I wanted to see what AMD was going to do with the processors, because I wanted a Gen 3, a processor that supports Gen 3 PCIe, and I was waiting to see what these new guys do. So I'm gonna cop all that all together. It's probably gonna cost me like $2 to $3 grand. It sucks, but I'm gonna do it. And then we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna have that ray tracing. So I just wanted to ask you guys, man, what do you think the next graphical technology or improvement is going to be in gaming? Because these newer consoles are on their way out, and when that happens, there's always some type of technical advancement that comes out either 2 or 3 years later. Like, we're going to get something new. Now, what I want to see is advancements in physics. So like water is something I want to see get an advancement on with graphics. Like, I want to see when it rains, I want water to have its own physical property. Meaning, if it's raining, I want water to hit off of you and the droplets should break into other droplets and they should roll off of your body and things like that, as well as they should merge into other liquids. Liquid itself should have its own physical property. Now, that's what I want in gaming. So I'm hoping that's something we see. And also, like, wind and fire. Get the Dukes in there camping. That's what the problem with Call of Duty recently, man. People have been camping like crazy, especially this map. That's why people hate it. But if you know what you're doing and where you go, you can easily do well on this map. But I want fire and stuff like that to have its own physical properties too, with wind. Like, wouldn't it be nice to have wind that's not static, but you know, it moves in the way that wind would move in real life? Like, it doesn't have a set timing or anything. Like, it just happens, and it goes wherever direction it goes, and you can see like sand and water and stuff and fire move along with it. Like, if you were to run through some flames on the game, the flames move towards you because the wind hit it. Like, I want to see stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, we are a long ways away from that. I'll probably be 55 years old before we see something like that. It'll probably be like 20 something years, but I would love to see that. Like, that would be amazing when it comes to video games, and I would love to see that dynamic wind, dynamic water, stuff like that. Like, that's what I want to see. Everybody else is caring about textures and resolution. Like, I don't care about the resolution. If you give me good textures and good physics with like things that look more natural and realistic, I'd be happy. But this gameplay is coming to an end. My throat's starting to hurt. I need some water. But let me know in the comment section below. I think we lose this game, but I was doing work though. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you want to see as a technical advancement in video games in the future, man? Sound off in the comment section below. Also, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscriber button for more content, and also hit that notification bell so it will alert you whenever a new video is up. But this is your boy Tick, aka Game Fanatic, the Michael Jordan of gaming, and I'm gonna be gone. Bye.